So I said to her, I said, can I have a chat with you? I said, I'm not coming to you because I'm asking you for work, but I want to know, do you think it's a waste of time? And she was amazing. See, this is why I say never give up. She said to me, you can go into acting any time.
This is true.
She said, it doesn't matter if you've had a break from it. 15 years since I last was putting myself out for acting work, but I have still been performing. 15 years. And
there was a guy I met a few years ago. His name's Gaston. He's a Newcastle-based actor. He's a fantastic guy, great guy. And we were sitting there reflecting on this film that didn't go anywhere anyway, but like we'd auditioned for it, and it's funny how nothing changes in my life. Nothing was going anywhere, and I was kind of lamenting about it. And he said, and I think this is perfect because it lines up with what you're saying. He says, for every year that you move out of contention for one role, you move in contention for another.
absolutely. Now, going back to what you were saying earlier about niche casting and blah, blah, blah. See, I was told that when I left drama school, because being quite a camp gay man, all anybody wanted me to do is go, "Ooh," you know, like, ooh. I was on Heartbeat and I played this really camp gay character and all that type of stuff. And I don't mind doing that. It's not really challenging for me. But when I spoke to Rebecca, this director, she said to me, and no one's ever said this to me before, she said, you're in a really good casting window. I thought, wow, I've gone into a good casting window. She said, you're in a really good casting window. There's loads of stuff. I said to her, I can't do theatre because I wouldn't be regular. I said, but I wouldn't mind. I'm good at the person that gets a little bit of a comeuppance or the nosy neighbour, a little bit quirky, a little bit comedy, a bit of a wig in a comedy piece, something like that. I'm good at those kind of slightly comedy kind of things, And she said to me, there's loads of stuff comes up for people on TV in your age bracket. She said, the thing is, so I hadn't thought about this. She said, most actors that are your age have been doing it for so long, they don't take those parts. But if you're happy to have one scene or two scenes or stuff like that, that's brilliant for me. That's absolutely brilliant for me. So who'd have thought you could go from being niche casting to suddenly like, no, actually, she said, I'd cast you. And it just so turns out, and I'm not going to say who, why, or what, but I really sensed with her that she wanted to help me. And she's given me some really good contacts and used my name.
There you go. If you've got connections, use them.
Casting. And one of the things that I really noticed with it is I said to her, the thing is I'm not really worried about getting work as an actor. I said, when I left drama school, my drama training was good, but the third year, the professional preparation was terrible. We were just told, in my day, you had a black and white 10 by 8 and you sent it off to casting people. I was like an incendiary bomb going off. And she said to me, she said, as a director, she said, I hate it when I just get a general letter. She said, I like it if I can tell someone knows who I am, knows my work. And because I said to her, I said, it's not about getting the work. It's about my identity. It's about me getting up in the morning and thinking, I'm an actor. I wonder if there's been a casting come in today that's suitable for me. It's because what I've had taken away from me with the arthritis is a huge part of my identity. I don't know who I am. I can't spend my life sat on the sofa. I'm just not that. I'm energetic. That doesn't go because I've got arthritis. The brain that's mulling all this stuff over doesn't go. The desire certainly doesn't go. It's like when you break up with somebody that you don't want to break up with, and you are heartbroken. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put myself back out for acting. A lot's changed since I was out there. I mean, I've got a massive hole in my CV. It's all digital now. Spotlight's digital. I mean, it wasn't when it was a book. You know, I don't have an agent, but that's not the point. The point is being something. Being something. If you give up acting, if you give up your thing, Christian, who are you and what are you? I'd say to you, don't give up on, you'll come into your moment.